Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1983 World Series is on the air. It is Game 5 of the World Series here at Dodger Stadium between the Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Dodgers. This series is tied 2-2. We will definitely have a Game 6 back at Tiger Stadium. Question is, who will be trying to clinch it and win it all, and who's going to try to avoid elimination? We will see what happens tonight in a very, very big matchup here at Dodger Stadium, and this is also our final game of Inside Pitch for the 1983 season, as Fall Classic will do Game 6 and 7. So the series is tied 2-2. Not an empty seat here anywhere at Dodger Stadium, as Brian B. is first to join us here. And yes, I saw his 1977 opening day, and I actually did see your chat stating that I won't see a real opening day with the Reds. But that's the thing about it there, Brian B. I want to show real baseball teams for opening day on my channel. He just goes ahead and does that Reds team on the other channel. So really, we want to see real baseball teams here, not the Reds. So we got a big one tonight as the stadium is still filling up. Yep, you just gave me the block, Dragon. And we'll see what happens tonight. And I'm sure Chuck Rawlings and Ben Witz will be joining us very shortly. Anyway, who will be having a chance to win it all in Game 6? Who will be fighting to stay alive? We'll see what Inside Pitch has to say. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers, their number 1 starter, Bob Welch, a record of 3 wins, no losses, and 2 no decisions. He has had an excellent postseason for the Dodgers. We are at Dodger Stadium. Neutral Park favors pitchers, 123 home runs, adds 1 to strikeouts, and -2 to walks. We are all set and ready to go. Tigers and Dodgers, Game 5, World Series. Who will take the advantage into Game 6? Who will be fighting for their lives? We'll see what happens tonight. Leading off for the Tigers, second baseman Lou Whitaker as we go to the top of the first. Whitaker batting .356. He's got 2 bombs. We're going to use blue, white, and blue dice. Dodgers are the home team. Whitaker is an MVP candidate. The fans here know what's at stake. The Tigers know what's at stake. Dodgers know what's at stake. Let's see if Inside Pitch knows what's at stake. 6-1, strikeout 13. That's going to miss. Whitaker, 6-2, and it's a fly ball to right field. And getting there will be Mike Marshall, and he'll put it away for out number 1. And, of course, we're not fully prepared here yet. So there's out number 1. There's that. There's that. There's that. And there's that. Chuck Rawlings and Ben Witz, of course, join us here. Next batter is the shortstop, Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer. Still needs Lou Whitaker in there. Trammell batting .367 with a bomb of the postseason. He's also an MVP candidate. Pitch from Welch. And 5-2. That's an automatic out. And it'll be a grounder to third. Taken care of by Pedro Guerrero. That's out number 2. And now the left fielder, Larry Herndon. Herndon batting .272 with a couple of bombs in the postseason. Welch sets up. And 4-5. That's at the park. Dodger Stadium. 6-6. And a dreaded blank. We have a rare play with bases empty. We've had injuries lately. Let's see if we have one here. And that is a 24. Hitter fouls one off his foot. Injury check for hitter. Larry Herndon has an injury rating of 1. So an injury rating of 1. A 1 or a 2, he's okay. He's a 4. He's going to be out for the game. The Tigers has lost Herndon for the ball game. Youch. So Larry Herndon will have to come out, and the Tigers will have to bring in a new left fielder. And that is going to be, let's see what we want to do here. I think I still want to keep Gibson in center. And coming into bat is going to be Rick Leach is going to take over in left field. And that's what's going to happen. So coming in now to play for the Detroit Tigers in left field will be Rick Leach. 248 average, 3 homers, 26 RBIs. That does hurt. He is a 3.0 -1. He actually has a better arm, and he doesn't make any errors. His range is the same. So Leach is now going to play left field as Herndon is done for the game. He will return for game 6. I do have to change the chart though. He is in left field and is -1. He's a -4, -1, -3. That's horrible. So Rick Leach will come on now to bat and take over for Larry Herndon, who's now done for the game. So we'll do this again. Wow, anytime a rare play comes up here, there's going to be injuries now. Welch will pitch to Leach, and 1-6 hit by pitch. No. Leach, a 3-2, and he grounds it to third. That'll be handled by Guerrero. He'll throw it over to first. And 1, 2, 3, go the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers, their number 1 starter, Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. I'll give it to him. Morris, however, not a very good postseason. 1 win, 3 losses. He's had a tough postseason. But now we'll see if the Dodgers can take advantage of it. Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman Steve Sachs, batting .295 for the playoffs. Morris will pitch. Morris, 3-1, that's a blank. Sachs, 4-2, and that's a hard line drive right to short. That's gloved by Trammell, and that's out number 1. Must be nice to have your favorite team make the World Series twice on RJL Network. Robert and I are still waiting for our Yeah, I know, right? I have a feeling, Brian, that your Reds will make it before my Mets do. I think your Reds will make it before my Mets do. Next batter is the center fielder, Kenny Landreau, batting .273 with a bomb. Morris will deal. Morris, 1-4. Home run result against the righty. Landreau needs a 17. That's a 15, and that's one way the Dodgers can get on the board. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Ken Landreau. Just a bad pitch by Jack Morris. And the Dodgers take a quick 1-0 lead. Second home run of the postseason for Landreau. That'll bring up the left fielder, Dusty Baker. Baker batting .326 with a home run. He was on the injured list for a time. Even though he does have a high average, I am not making him an MVP qualified. Morris, 1-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Baker, 3-3, fly ball to right. And that will be Wilson getting to that. And that's out number 2. 2 down, and the third baseman, Pedro Guerrero. Guerrero batting .345. He's got 4 bombs. He's definitely an MVP candidate. Morris will deal. And 4-5. That's a pitcher result. Righty 1-9's a base hit. That's a 4. It's a single. Guerrero hits one right past the pitcher, and Guerrero keeps the inning going. And now the first baseman, Greg Brock. Brock batting .233 for the postseason. He's above his average. Guerrero with 23 steals, and he gets the steal sign and may go. Let's see, 15, 0. And Parrish -2 is 13. And with 2 outs, no. Morris will deal. 4-4, possible error. Brock, 4-4, grounder right back to Morris. Morris has an error rating of 0. He won't make an error. What he will do is make the play to first and retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits for the Dodgers. A solo bomb by Landro. 1-0 after 1. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Tigers is the catcher, Lance Parrish. Parrish batting .302. He's got 5 home runs. Definitely an MVP candidate. Welch will pitch. Welch, 1-6, hit by pitch. No. Parrish, 1-4, grounder right back to the pitcher. Easy play for Welch. They'll throw it over, 1 out. Here's the first baseman, Enos Cabell. Cabell batting .259. He has definitely gotten his average back to a more respectable level. Welch will pitch. 1-6, hit by pitch. No. Cabell, 5-6, and that's a grounder to second base. Easy play for Sachs. Sachs tosses it over, 2 down. And now the right fielder, Glenn Wilson. Wilson batting .321 for the postseason. He has 3 bombs. Welch will deal. And 3-5, range play at the park. Dodgers Stadium, 1-4. It's a fly ball to center field. That's a range play for Landro. Landro's range is a 3. And that's going to drop in, and that will be a double for Glenn Wilson. Wilson actually hits that over Landro's head. He had no chance. And that's a double for Wilson. And now the center fielder, Kirk Gibson, playing center field now for the injured Chet Lemon, done for the year. Gibson batting .164 with a couple of bombs. Wilson on at second. He'll stay there. Welch, 5-4. It's a blank. Gibson, 4-4, and it's a ground ball to second base. Handled there by Sachs. He'll throw it over and end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the second. As Lego Soccer League joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. I'm not 100% sure. Is this the first time you actually entered the chat there, LSL? If it is, welcome to the network. Leading off for the Dodgers, right fielder Mike Marshall. Marshall batting .272 with a couple of bombs in the postseason. I know, I do like that name too. Morris will pitch. 3-2. It's an automatic out. He's not tired. And that is going to be a grounder to short. Handily easily picked by Trammell. And Trammell throws it over, 1 down. That'll bring up the shortstop, Darryl Thomas. Thomas playing for the injured Bill Russell, who was done for the year. Thomas is 3 for 9 for the postseason so far. Morris will deal. And 5-6. That's a blank. Thomas, 5-3. It's a fly ball to left. Handled easily by Leach. And Leach will get it 2 away. And now the catcher, Jack Fimple. Fimple, of course, playing for the injured Steve Yeager, who's done for the year. Fimple has been the X factor, batting .358 and a bomb, including a grand slam last night. 2 grand slams in this World Series. The first time I ever had that in a World Series replay on the network. Herndon hit one in game 1. Morris will pitch. Morris, 2-4. It's a blank. Fimple, a 2-6. That's grounded to second base. Whitaker will get to that. Throw it over. And retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Holding on to a quick 1-0 lead after 2. Top of the third. Tom Brookins leads off for the Tigers. He's at third base. Brookins overachieving still, batting .283 for the postseason. Welch will pitch. Welch, 4-2, error on a grounder. Brookins, 3-3. Nope, that's a line drive right to first. That's gloved by Brock, one away. Brock right there to make the play. That'll bring up the pitcher, Jack Morris. Jack Morris has absolutely zeros when it comes to batting, so he will use generic pitcher hitting card number 0, which actually has, well, a 0 average on it. Doesn't mean you still can't get a hit, though. Welch, 3-4, and there you go, that's at the park. Dodgers Stadium, 2-2, and that's a grounder to short. Handily there by Thomas. And Thomas tosses it over for out number 2. 2 down. Here comes Whitaker. Whitaker is 0 for 1. Welch will set it up. He will deal. And 2-3. Strikeout 9. Called strike 3 on Whitaker. And that will do it. First strikeout for Welch. He had 156 of them in 83. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Yeah, but Morris did hit the ball. That's true. He did hit it. He actually put bat to baseball. That's not bad. Leading off for the Dodgers is the pitcher, Bob Welch. He had an .096 average in 1983. He also had a home run and a couple RBIs. Morris will pitch. Morris, 3-6. Range play at the park. Dodgers Stadium, 3-2. That's a base hit to left field, but it's a range play for Rick Leach. His range is a 3, and he's got it. 1 out. That's a fly ball to left, and Leach will make the play to keep Welch off the bases. 1 down. Next batter is Sachs, XSG2, and Phoenix Knight join us here at Dodgers Stadium. Sachs is 0 for 1. Morris, he will pitch. Morris, 5-4. That's at the park. Dodger Stadium, 6-4. That is a home run to the opposite field. Against a righty, Sachs needs a 3. That's an 8. That's going to be a fly out to the opposite field. So that's going to be caught going to the right fielder is Glenn Wilson. He is at the track. He is at the wall, near the wall. He will make the catch. And that's out number 2. Here's Landro. Landro hit a bomb his first time up. Morris will go ahead and pitch. Morris, 4-1, strikeout 6, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that will end the inning. That is the first strikeout from Morris. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Morris had 232 Ks in 1983. 1-0 after 3. We go to the top of the 4th. World Series tied 2-2. Game 6 tomorrow night. Back at Tiger Stadium and Fall Classic Baseball. Leading off for the Tigers will be Alan Trammell. Trammell is 0 for 1. 1-0 Dodgers. Dodgers got out to a quick lead last night. Tigers keeping them where there is here. Welch, 5-2. That's an automatic out. And it is a fly to center field. Landro will get to that. And that's the first out. Next up is Leach. Leach is 0 for 1. Welch will go ahead and deal. And 3-5. Range play at the park. Dodgers Stadium. 6-6 again. It's a blank. That'll count out the rare. That will count out the range play, but now we go rare plays, bases empty from range play at the park. 46. Right fielder dives after a sinking liner. Resolve as an S9 range play. Right fielder is Marshall. His range is a 2. Nope, that's going to be a base hit, but it also says check for injury to right fielder. Oh, boy. So Leach is safe on a single to right. And now we got to see if Marshall's hurt. Mike Marshall has an injury rating of 2. which means only a 1. He stays in the game. That is a 1. He's fine. Holy cow. Marshall says, hey, I'm a baseball player. We're like hockey players. We take a licking and keep on ticking. Not like those football players who break a nail and are out for 4 weeks. Marshall says he's okay, and he will be. That was huge. So Leach does make first, though. And now here's Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 1. X62. You get an injury. You get an injury. Everybody gets an injury. Leach on it first. He had a couple of steals. He's not going anywhere here. Welch will pitch. Welch, 6-4. Error on a throw. Parrish, 5-5. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. That'll be easily caught by Landro for out number 2. And let's see. Landro has an ERA rating of 2. Does that still occur? Did he change that rule and now errors on a flyout can occur? Because that could be an error on a throw. Let me just see if they did that one. Let's see. Error on a throw. That's a flyout. Did he change that? Yes, he did. If no runner's on, no error. If error, proceed to play out a holding runner. If error, proceed to play out as normal. So, yeah, it could be a bad throw by Landro. That is a 3. His error rating is a 3. That is a 2. That's going to be a throwing error by Landro getting the ball back in. So they get an advanced base on a throwing error, even on a flyout. Let me see. That's an 8. Yeah. Get an advanced base on throwing error. Advancing runner gets the base, +1 for the throwing error and throwing advanced row. If lead runner thrown out by throw chart, but there's an error, play with no error instead. He gets a throwing error. That's a bad error. He makes the play, and Landro threw it back. Tried to get Leach, and Leach is going to be on second base. I'm calling that an error on a throw. That's going to be an E8. First error on the Dodgers, as Kenny Landro makes a throwing error, trying to maybe pick Leach off at first base, throws the ball away, and Leach goes to second. That's out number 2, though. And now the batter will be Cabell. Cabell is 0 for 1. So now a runner in scoring position, but with 2 outs now. Yeah, I could buy that happening. Yes, I can. That's why I'm going to allow it. Strategy roll. Leach, he'll stay at second. Welch will pitch. Welch, 1-2. Wild pitch. No, it's a blank. Cabell, 2-1. And Cabell hits one. A hard to right field. But that's a 20. And it's going to stay up enough for Marshall to get there. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Cabell just misses getting a run in there by maybe about 6 feet. And the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Dusty Baker leads off for the Dodgers. Still 1-0. Baker is 0 for 1. Morris will pitch. Morris, 2-1. Error on a throw. Baker, 3-2. That's a base hit to left field. That's hit to left. Left fielder is Leach, though. His error rating is a 0. He won't make a throwing error. Baker stays put. Single for Baker. And now here's Guerrero. Guerrero 1 for 1 with a single. Baker had 7 steals. He's staying where he is. Guerrero will get a chance to swing. Morris, 4-4. Possible error. Guerrero, 6-5. And that is a fly ball to left field. Leach is there again. His error rating is a 0. He won't make an error. That's out number 1. Guerrero hits one to left, but an easy play for Leach. And now Brock. Brock is 0 for 1 with 1 out. Strategy, nothing on the 15. Baker stays put. Morris will now pitch to Brock. Morris, 5-1. Range play. Brock, 1-4. Fly ball to left field. Wow, Rick Leach is getting a lot of chances. His range is a 3. He can't get it. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. Dusty Baker, base runner 2. Single to left, not a chance. He'll hold at second base. So the runners will move station to station on a single by Brock. And now here's Marshall, and he's 0 for 1. Fans here at Dodger Stadium hoping Marshall can come through with a big hit. 1-0 Dodgers, bottom of the 4th. World Series tied at 2. Strategy, nothing on the 3. Morris, 2-4. It's a blank. Marshall, 3-2. Base hit right field. Baker, a base running rating of 2. A single to right, though, a -2. Baker holds. But the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded. And here comes Darryl Thomas. Thomas is 0 for 1. Infield will play in. Tigers do not want the Dodgers to get any more runs. 1-0 Dodgers. Morris will go ahead and set it up. Peter Tork joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 11. Morris will pitch to Thomas. Fans here at Dodger Stadium know this could be a big at bat. Morris, 6-3, strikeout 14, called strike 3, got him. Thomas is a 13 plus 1 is a 14, and it's a called strike 3. Huge. Second strikeout from Morris. And now the batter is Jack Fimple. Fimple hit a grand slam last night. Can he hit another one tonight? Bases are loaded. Michael Peterson joins us here at Dodger Stadium. Yeah, but the Mets still lost. Morris will go ahead and pitch to Fimple. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. 2 outs now. Morris has got to be careful. Fimple hit 1 out last night. It was a grand salami. Morris will deal. 2-1. Error on a throw. Fimple. 3-3. And it's a line drive right to third. Pow. Brookins gets it. The inning is over. Morris gets out of the jam. No runs, 3 hits. Dodgers had bases loaded, and they get nothing. Good day, sir. We go to the top of the 5th. Bob Welch still pitching. Leading off for the Tigers is Glenn Wilson. Wilson got a double his first time up. Welch will deal. 3-3, strikeout, no. Wilson, 5-3, base hit. Wilson hits one past short. And the Tigers have the leadoff man on. Next batter is Gibson. Gibson is 0 for 1. Wilson had 1 steal that year. He's not going to get a steal here. Welch will go ahead and pitch to Gibson. Top of the 5th. Welch will deal. Welch, 6-6 against the lefty. It's a blank. Gibson, 1-5, and it's a grounder to second base. 1-1-2. Shortstop pivot. Thomas a 0. A 1-2. It's a double play. No. Wilson thrown out at second. Gibson takes first. It's a fielder's choice. One down for Brookins. Brookins is 0 for 1. 1-0 Dodgers. Gibson on at first now. And he gets the steal sign. 16 minus 3 is 13. And Fimple, a -2 is 11. Gibson will stay put. Welch will pitch. Welch, 4-1. Walk, 5, and it's ball 4. Welch will walk Brookins. And now the batter is Morris, using generic pitcher hitting card number 0. His bunt rating is a 2. I don't know. I think I let him bunt here. This is where the American League has a little bit of a disadvantage when you play in a National League park in those World Series during the DH years. Corners are going to come in expecting the bunt. Strategy, nothing on the 11. Welch is going to go ahead and pitch. I'm going to set up the bunt chart and see if he can lay it down. I give him an automatic bunt rating of a 2. So here it comes. And 6-6 against a righty. Strikeout plus 10, and it won't matter. He'll strike out anyway. And that is strikeout number 2 for Welch. The 26 is divided in half, becomes a 13. That's a 9. He still struck out, and maybe that's the best thing. 2 down. So now that gives Whitaker a chance. Whitaker is 0 for 2. Runners at first and second, a chance for the Tigers. Welch gets the sign from Fimple. Welch strategy roll, and he'll stay. Everyone stays put. Welch looking at Whitaker. Here comes the deal. Welch, 3-5, range play at the park. Dodgers Stadium. 3-4. It's a base hit past short, but it's a range play for Daryl Thomas. His range is a 2. He can't get it. It's a base hit. Gibson coming around from second. He will score. Brookins has the speed with 2 outs. His base running rating is a 6. He'll make third. Whitaker makes first. This game is tied. Whitaker hits it past Thomas, and we got a tie game. Stadium groans. RBI single by Whitaker. Daryl Thomas couldn't get there. Still 2 outs, and now the batter is Trammell. Trammell is 0 for 2. 2 outs. Top of the 5th, now a 1-1 tie. Strategy roll. Nothing happening there. Welch will deal with Trammell. Welch, 4-5. That's at the park. Dodger Stadium. 2-4. It's popped up to the catcher. Fimple has an error rating of 6. That's a 10. Fimple's going to have enough room, and he's going to make the catch in foul territory, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. The Tigers have tied this game up at 1. No, 1930s or 1940s, Chris does not have inside pitch for those years. I'm going to ask him if that one of those seasons come up. I will ask him if he can create a season. He will have 2 months to do it. If not, Stratomatic has 1934 available, and for 1945, I may have to make do with something, but I got time. We go to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 1. Leading off for the Dodgers is Bob Welch. Welch is 0 for 1. Morris will pitch. Morris, 5-6. It's a blank. Welch, a 6-3, and it's grounded to short. Easy play for Trammell, and he'll throw it to first, 1 down. Fall Classic, of course, has both those years. Fall Classic has seasons going back pretty much to 1908. Here's Sachs. Sachs is 0 for 2. Morris will deal. Morris, 6-4. That's at the park. Dodger Stadium getting a lot of work tonight. Dodger Stadium, 5-4. It's a ground ball to first, handled by Cabell. Cabell will take it himself. That's out number 2. And now Landro. Landro is 1 for 2 with a bomb. Morris will go ahead, settle it in, and bitch. And 4-2, strikeout, no. Landro, 1-1, and against a righty, it's a base hit. Landro keeps it alive. That's a single past second. Landro gets his second hit of the game, and it will bring up Baker. Baker is 1 for 2. He has a base hit. Landro had 30 steals. He's not going here. And Baker will deal. Morris, 4-5. That's a pitcher result against a righty. A 1-9's a base hit. That's a 6. It's a single. Landro will make third easily with 2 outs. Baker to first. Runners in the corners. And now here's Guerrero. Morris can't get the last out. Guerrero is 1 for 2. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 6th. Landro at third, Baker at first. Morris the cat dealing with Guerrero. Morris will pitch. 2-3. Strikeout. Got him, inning over. Morris will strike him out. That's the third strikeout for Morris the cat. No runs, 2 hits. Tied at 1 still after 5. John Haverly joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. We go to the 6th inning. Welch back on the mound. Rick Leach coming in to bat. He is 1 for 2 since coming in for the injured Herndon. Herndon will be back for game 6. Welch will deal. Welch, 5-6. It's a blank. Leach, a 6-6 base hit. Rick Leach gets his second hit of the game. He hits one into right field. Go ahead run on first. Next up is Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 2. Leach had 2 steals. He's not going anywhere. Welch will deal with Parrish. Leach has got 2 hits since coming in for Herndon. Welch looks in on Parrish. Here it comes. And 2-5. Strikeout. Got him. They'll go ahead and get Parrish, and that is the third strikeout for Welch. 1 away. Here's Cabell. Cabell is 0 for 2. Leach, he will stay put. Welch will go ahead and deal. Welch, 6-5. Strikeout. Got him. Big strikeout on Cabell. Strikeout number 4 for Welch. 2 away. And here comes Wilson. Wilson is 2 for 2. A single and a double. Leach on it first. Now 2 outs here on the top of the 6th. Strategy. Nothing happening. Leach stays at first. Welch will deal with Wilson. 3-1. Strikeout 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Welch strikes out the side. Strikeouts 3, 4, and 5 after allowing a leadoff hit. No runs and a hit. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Greg Brock leads off for the Bums. He's 1 for 2. Has a single. Morris, he'll go ahead and he will pitch. Morris, 2-2. Strikeout. Got him. He'll go ahead and get Brock. That's the 4th strikeout for Morris. 1 out. Morris can pitch to 33. Next up is Marshall, and he's 1 for 2. Single will go ahead and deal. Morris, 4-4. Possible error. Marshall, 2-3. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Trammell. His error rating is a 6. That's a 14. Trammell's got it. Takes his time over to first. 2 down. And now Thomas. Thomas is 0 for 2. Morris, he'll go ahead and pitch. Morris, 3-1. It's a blank. Thomas, 5-6, and it's popped up. Pop fly ball to third base. Brookins is in foul territory, but he's going to have room. And he'll make the deal, make the catch, I should say, and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Dodgers. Tied at 1 after 6. On to the 7th. Series tied 2-2. Game 6 tomorrow night, no matter what. Leading off for the Tigers will be Kirk Gibson. Gibson is 0 for 2 tonight. Welch will pitch. Welch, 2-1. Walk plus 10, he walked him. Welch will walk Gibson. Gibson will get to first. Again, the leadoff man is on. Third straight inning, the leadoff runner for the Tigers is on. That is the second walk given up by Welch. And the batter is Brookins. Brookins is 0 for 1 with a walk. Gibson on at first. Strategy, nothing on the 14. Welch will settle in. He will pitch. Welch, 1-2. Wild pitch, 12. No, it's a blank. Brookins, 3-1. And it's a ground ball to third. 1-1-2. Second base pivot, sacks -1. And it's a 6. The only play is the first base. Picked up there by Guerrero. Gibson got a good jump. They'll go to first to get the out, 1 down. The next batter is Morris. Morris has a very slim chance of moving Gibson over, even on a bunt. Do we take him out now? I'll let Ben Witz or Chuck Rawlings make the call here. Do you go to the bench? It's the 7th inning. Morris has only given up a run. Tough call. Morris had no batting stats at all. He has a 0.000 lifetime average. 1 out, let him swing. All right. Chuck Rawlings says pinch hit. Do we let the go ahead and pinch? Okay, so Ben Witz agrees with Chuck. Pinch hit. Okay. So that's going to be it for Jack Morris. Kind of sad a little bit, but I understand the move. I get it. So Morris is going to leave right now. He still has a chance at the W. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for the Tigers. And it's going to be Wayne Krenchicki. 2.76 average, a homer, 27 RBIs. Wayne Krenchicki is going to take over as the designated hitter back at Tiger Stadium for the Tigers, since Gibson has to stay in center field. So Wayne Krenchicki is going to go ahead and bat as Baseball with the Demos joins us here at Dodger Stadium. You kind of threw me a curveball there, Dave. I was not expecting you to play inside pitch anytime soon. Gibson on at second. I did know you were doing it, but I was at work. I couldn't watch it. Welch will pitch to Krenchicki. Krenchicki at the plate. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Gibson on at second. Welch will deal with Krenchicki. Here comes the pitch. Welch, 1-3. It's a blank. Krenchicki, 1-6. Base hit right past first. Gibson will come around. He will score. It's 2-1 Dodgers. Stadium groans. You just don't see managing like this. And from this chat, unlike that other channel with the fluffy cat, the chat on this channel just absolutely blows all managing away. Definitely better than the one with the fluffy cat. Krenchicki on at first gets a big-time base hit. That does score Gibson. It's 2-1. RBI single by Krenchicki. The batter is Whitaker, and now Welch is tired. Welch is due to bat second. They're going to see if he can get out the inning. Krenchicki on at first, still 1 out, top of the 7th. Now 2-1 Tigers. Krenchicki, not really a threat to steal. He won't get it there. Welch will pitch. Welch, 5-6. That's a blank. Whitaker, 4-1. That's a fly ball to left field. That'll be easily played by Baker, and that's out number 2. 2 outs. Here's Trammell. Trammell is 0 for 3. You kind of think he's due. Really, Brian B? The other channel didn't ask you what reliever you wanted? Oh, geez. I think you should unsub immediately. Granchicki on at first. Welch will pitch to Trammell. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Now 2-1 Tigers. Strategy. Nothing on the 17. Welch will go ahead and he will pitch. Welch, 2-3. Pitcher result. That's going to automatically take him out. And against a righty, a 1-19 is an automatic out. That's a 16. It won't matter. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. Easy play there for Marshall. He'll make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 walk. Tigers now take a 2-1 lead here. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. This World Series is not over yet. Tomorrow night, we'll be back at Tiger Stadium for Game 6 of the 1983 World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Detroit Tigers. Who will be facing elimination? Who will be trying to clinch? Glenn Abbott will be going for the Tigers. Fernando Valenzuela will be pitching for the Dodgers. That will be tomorrow night's game at Tiger Stadium. It'll be Fall Classic the rest of the way. Dodgers and Tigers Game 6. That will be tomorrow night here on the network. And don't forget to continue your voting. If you haven't voted yet, make sure you do. 1934, 1945, 1999, 2021. Vote for your season to see how many dice they'll roll on the season review and reveal show, which will of course appear after the World Series is over. Double switch? This channel don't need no stinking double switches. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, 2-1. Leading off for the Dodgers is going to be Jack Fimple. Tigers need a pitcher. And they're going to go with Doug Bear. Bear is the workhorse I kind of like to use. Bear has a record of 2 holds. So Morris actually leaves with the W in this game. He actually leaves with the W at the moment. And Bear has 2 holds. So Bear will come on to pitch for the Tigers. And here's Jack Fimple. Fimple is 0 for 2. Bear with the pitch. 5-6. Against a righty, it's a walk plus 10. What do you know? He walks him. So Fimple will draw the base on balls. That's it for Bob Welch. He is done. He's going to leave with the L. At least for now he does. So Welch coming out of the game and coming on to pinch hit for the Dodgers is going to be Rick Monday. 247 average, 6 homers, 20 RBIs. Rick Monday, of course, played in left field while Baker was hurt. So Fimple on at first after the leadoff walk. Not a surprise. Strategy roll. And Fimple stays put. Bear will pitch. Bear, 3-4, strikeout, got him. He gets Monday. Bear had 60 Ks in 1983, one down. And now the batter is Sachs. Sachs is 0 for 3. Fimple on it first, one out now, bottom of the seventh. Strategy roll. Fimple stays put. Sachs is not going to bunt him over. He got the bunt sign. Sachs says, "Are you kidding me? I can hit the ball." Bear will pitch. Bear, 3-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Sachs, 4-1 against the righty. It's a base hit past second. Does Fimple have the speed? No, he doesn't. Fimple has to hold at second base. So a base hit for Sachs. Now the Dodgers have runners at first and second with one out. And now Landro. Landro is 2 for 3, a single and a bomb. Fimple on it second, Sachs at first, strategy, nothing on the 8th. Bear will deal with Landro. Fans here at Dodger Stadium hoping the Dodgers can get a big hit. Bear pitches. 1-5, that's at the park. Dodger Stadium. 4-1, and it's a ground ball to second. 2-2-3. Shortstop, pivot, Trammell, 0. A 1-3. Bear gets out of the inning. No. Fimple gets the third. Sachs reaches second. The throw went to first to get Landro, 2 down. It was too slow to get the double play. Sachs will make third. Sachs makes second. And now there are 2 outs. And now that gives a chance to Baker. Got to get those double plays. Baker is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Runners at second and third. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. 2-1 Tigers in a heck of a game here at Dodger Stadium. Final inside pitch game of the year. Final trip here at Dodger Stadium. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Bear will pitch to Baker. 6-2. Range play. Baker will hit it. 4-1. It's a line drive to third. It's hit to Brookins. Brookins has a range of 5. He has a range of 5. And you all know what happens when I roll for a range play with a guy with a range of 5. But not this time. He leaps. Makes the catch, side retired. Range play to Brookins, but he made it easy on a 1, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, and a walk. Still 2-1 Tigers. You all know what happens when I roll for a range play on a guy that's got a 5. So am I. I'm surprised it wasn't a 6. We go to the top of the 8th. Leading off for the Tigers is Rick Leach. Dodgers need a pitcher. And they're going to go with Pat Zachary. Zachary has a record of 1 win, 1 loss, and a hold. So Zachary will come on to pitch. Welch leaves with the L. And right now, Bear does have a hold at this moment. We'll see how long he keeps it. Zachary will pitch to Leach. Top of the 8th. Zachary, 6-5, strikeout, too high. Leach, 2-1, base hit. Leach gets his 3rd hit of the game. Rich Leach comes in and gets his 3rd hit for taking over for Herndon. Single for Leach, a big runner at first base. Here comes Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 3. You kind of think he's due. Leach, nothing happening at first. He'll stay put. Zachary will settle in. He'll make the pitch. And 4-6. It's a blank. Parrish, 6-6. It's a single. He hits one pass short. Leach will hold at second base. Parrish gets a base hit. Now the Tigers have runners at first and second and no one out. And now Cabell. Cabell is 0 for 3. You kind of think he's due. Leach on at second, Parrish on at first. Nobody out, top of the 8th. Tigers a 2-1 lead. Strategy. Nothing on the 8th. Zachary will deal with Cabell. Fans here at Dodger Stadium hoping Zachary can keep it going. Zachary, 6-3. And he's not tired. That's going to be an automatic out. And it will be a ground ball to second base. 2-2-3. Shortstop, pivot, Landro, +1 is a 4. No, it's going to go to first. Grounded to second. Sachs had no chance to turn a double play. He makes sure he gets the out, 1 down. Could not turn the 2 on a grounder to second. Now the batter is Wilson. Wilson is 2 for 3, a double and a single. Do you walk Wilson and pitch to Gibson? I don't think you do that. Infield in, of course. Zachary will go ahead and pitch to Wilson. Strategy. Nothing on the 5. Leach on at third. Parrish on at second. Zachary will go ahead and deal. Zachary, 5-3. Strikeout. Got him. What a K. Zachary had to reach back for that something extra. 2 down. And now Gibson's going to get his chance. Gibson is 0 for 2 with a walk. Now the infield back to normal. Leach on at third, Parrish at second. Strategy. That's a 20. Zachary, oh boy. Zachary has a pickoff of 1 to 11, a pickoff error of 12 to 14. He would be throwing to second, I would think. I don't think he'd be throwing to third. I don't think the catcher he's throwing, well, maybe he would be. It is a pickoff chance, though. So Zachary, I'm going to make it to third. Zachary pitches to the catcher. Catcher throws to third to get Leach. And he got him. Side retired. Zachary picked off Leach. The inning is over. No runs, 2 hits. A big chance for the Tigers goes back. And Zachary threw to Fimple, and Fimple got Leach at third base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. RGL's managing quality control. Pedro Guerrero leads off for the Dodgers. Doug Bear is done. Bear is going to come out of the game. And the Tigers are going to go with Dave Gumpert. Gumpert's going to come on to pitch. Bear does get credit for a hold. And Gumpert has 1 hold in the postseason. And Dave Gumpert will pitch. Gumpert can pitch to 7. Pedro Guerrero leading off. Gumpert will pitch to Guerrero. Guerrero is 1 for 3. Gumpert, the new pitcher for the Tigers, trying to keep it where it is. Gumpert, 3-5 against the righty. It's a blank. Guerrero, 3-6, and it's a grounder to short. Handled by Trammell. Trammell will take care of it. 1 down. Now the batter is Brock. Brock is 1 for 3. Gumpert, he'll deal with Brock. Gumpert, 5-4, range play. Brock, 3-5. It's popped up to short. Trammell going after it. He's in the outfield. His range is a 3. And he'll drop in for a single. He couldn't get to it. And Brock has a base hit. So Brock will get on first. And now Marshall is 1 for 3. Brock had 5 steals, and he stays where he is. Gumpert will deal with Marshall. Fans here at Dodger Stadium getting loud again. Tying run on base. Gumpert will deal. 3-2. That's a blank. Marshall. 4-5. And it's a grounder right back to Gumpert. 3-2-2. Marshall, a righty. Second base pivot. Whitaker, a 0. A 1-2. It's a 1-4-3 double play. No. Brock is thrown out at second base. Marshall takes first. It's a fielder's choice. Could not turn the 2. And now Thomas. Thomas is 0 for 3. 2 men down. 2-1 Tigers, bottom of the 8th. Who will have the momentum going back to Tiger Stadium? Strategy roll. Nothing on the 13. Marshall stays put. Gumpert settles in for Thomas. Gumpert will deal. 4-5 against the switch left. Strikeout 13. Called strike 3 on Thomas. The inning is over. Gumpert against the lefties, a called strike. And that's a 13 plus 1 is a 14, and he got him. Thomas should have swung the bat. And the Dodgers cannot move anything else over. No runs, and one hit. 2-1 Tigers after 8. We go to the 9th. Kirk Gibson comes back at the plate. Zachary has got 2 more batters he can face. They're going to keep him out there. They're going to leave Niedenfuhr just in case. Zachary, because Zachary is due to bat second. As I said, the Dodger bullpen is very thin in 1983. I don't have many pitchers to work with here. Zachary will go ahead and pitch to Gibson. Zachary, 6-2. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-10. 20 is too high. Gibson, 2-4, and he grounds it to second base. That'll be handled by Sachs. Sachs over to first, 1 out. Too bad. The batter will be Brookins. And Brookins is 0 for 2 with a walk. Zachary, he'll pitch. Zachary, 1-4. It's a blank. Brookins, 2-6. That's a fly ball to left. Dusty Baker will get it. And that's out number 2. Do we bring in a pinch hitter for Gumpert? Or do we let Gumpert to see if he can get the close? Although Aurelio Lopez would be the closer in this situation. Then Witt says don't pinch hit. Says let Lopez close. So Gumpert coming out of the game. We'll see a pinch hitter for the Tigers. And it is going to be Johnny Grubb. 254 average, 4 homers, 22 RBIs. Johnny Grubb will go up against Zachary here. Zachary is tired, though. They're going to let him pitch. 2-1 Tigers. Zachary will go ahead and pitch. Zachary, 1-6 against the lefty. It's a blank. Grubb, 2-2, and it's flied to center field. Landro will get to that, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1-2-3, go the Tigers. 2-1 in favor of the Tigers. But will we see some 9th inning magic? So Gumpert gets credit for a hold. And coming on to pitch for the Tigers is Senor Smoke, Aurelio Lopez. Lopez has a record of 1 win, no losses. He's got 2 saves. So Aurelio Lopez coming on here to try to close the game and give the Tigers a 3-2 lead. Leading off for the Dodgers is the catcher, Jack Fimple. He must hit. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. 2-1 Tigers. Fans here at Dodger Stadium hoping that the Dodgers can win this here in the bottom of the ninth. Lopez will pitch. Lopez, 2-1, strikeout, got him. He'll go ahead and get Fimple, struck him out. Pinch hitter coming in for Zachary, as the Dodgers got to go to the bench. And, of course, they got some ringers, and they're going to go with Jose Morales. 283 average, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Morales, he can hit the bomb. And Lopez makes a mistake, gets out of here. Lopez will pitch to Jose Morales. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. Fans here at Dodger Stadium are on their feet. Lopez will pitch. 5-2. That is at the park. Dodger Stadium. 1-2. It's grounded at the plate. That's got to be picked up by Parrish. Parrish's error rating is a 4. That's a 6. He won't make an error. He's got it. Throws to first, 2 down. Remember, on G2s or P2s on the new version 4 rules, you automatically check the catcher for an error. Range plays, you don't. So now 2 outs. And the last chance for the Dodgers is Steve Sachs. Sachs is 1 for 4 with a single. Lopez will set up against Sachs. Fans here at Dodger Stadium are on their feet. Lopez looking in on Sachs. They're going nuts here at Dodger Stadium. The fans, I'm sure, back in the Boulder City are waiting for their Tigers to come back with a 3-2 lead. Lopez gets the sign from Parrish. Lopez will pitch. 5-3, strikeout 11. It's too high. Sachs, 6-6, and it's a base hit. Sachs keeps it going. It's a single to right. Sachs gets his second hit of the game. And now here's Landro. Landro, 2 for 4, a single and a bomb. Landro had his second home run of the postseason. Sachs is on it first. Definitely a stealing threat, but you're not even thinking about that. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. Sachs will stay put. 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth. 2-1 Tigers. Lopez, Senor Smoke, trying to get the Tigers a 3-2 lead. Lopez will pitch. 4-1. Strikeout 3. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. That's your game. Tigers have taken a 3-2 series lead. Stadium barfs. Yeah. No runs and a hit for the Dodgers. The Tigers win it 2-1 and are now 1 game away from the 1983 World Series title on the network. But everyone knows the hardest game to win is always the last one. Final line score coming up. For the Tigers, 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For the Dodgers, 1 run, 10 hits, 1 error. The winning pitcher is Jack Morris. He's going to wind up with the win. Bob Welch will take the loss. Morris goes to 2-3 now on the postseason. Welch drops to 3-1-2. Bear gets his 3rd hold. Gumpert his 2nd hold. And Aurelio Lopez gets his 3rd save. So the Detroit Tigers have 1 more game. Dodgers are going to try to force a Game 7. What will happen tomorrow night? Your guess is as good as mine. Is tomorrow night. It will be Game 6 of the 1983 World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Detroit Tigers. Fernando Valenzuela will be pitching for the Dodgers. Glenn Abbott will be starting for the Tigers. A big game tomorrow night. Can the Tigers clinch it, or can the Dodgers force a Game 7? Don't miss tomorrow night. Game 6 of the World Series. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you tomorrow night. The Detroit Tigers escape from their cages and pin down the Dodgers. They win it tonight 2-1. They lead this 1983 World Series 3-2. Can the Tigers clinch it tomorrow night? You'll have to wait 24 hours to find out.